Hello, welcome to Pantheon of the Geeks. You join us for an unboxing of Core Space. We've completely sold to this, haven't we?
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, we've just kind of like gone so far down the path now, it's like unbelievable.
We'll be getting all the stuff for Core Space. And I said we've backed the Kickstarter, which is still on when I'm recording this. It might not be by the time it goes on our channel, but there might be some late pledges you can put on there.
Yeah.
For the second version of the game. It's not
Right.
really the second version, it's like an expansion version of the game.
But you said you can play it as a standalone game, didn't you?
It's a standalone.
Well?
It's a standalone game, but it's a solo player as well because you only get one crew in it. So the idea is you can play it solo, or you can split it between your friends. You can actually play it. One person can take each character. You can split two each or whatever.
So a bit like proper Zombicide when you play Zombicide because you each have a character.
Yeah, similar to that rather than a crew. Each having a crew on your own.
Personally, I like the crew. I like having a crew that is mine and one that's yours.
I like both ideas for different things.
Yeah.
I like to have an entire crew to myself, but even more co-op-y to sort of like work together.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it'll be interesting when that comes out. There's a completely different style to this as well, as far as the scenery. But go and check it out, guys, on Kickstarter.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is an unboxing for the Shift Change at Megacorp set.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it doesn't come in cellophane, which worries me. I don't know if it's sealed, but it's you know, let's see when I get this open. That's the back. There. You can see I'm itching to get this open.
Yeah.
Check everything's there. I'll pull this out. Okay, so there's a whole bunch of cards there. That looks good. We have the book, we have event cards.
Yep.
And we have models, which are made of resin.
Separate this time.
Yeah, so there's now separate bases and separate models. I had heard that some of them were resin.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure if the Rogue Purge are. We'll find out when we get them. But anyone's already got them, let us know. These are resin. So let's have a look. We have this sprue here. What I'm looking for is like mould lines, bubbles, the standard nonsense you get with the resin. That's what I'm looking for. Because the last resin models that I didn't print myself were probably the Fallout ones.
Yes.
And I was shocked how bad they were.
They were terrible then.
Considering how expensive they were, I was shocked at how bad they were. I was very disappointed. It was one of the reasons we stopped playing it and buying any of the stuff.
It's a shame, really.
These ones, I don't want to say anything until I've checked them all. I feel like I'm jinxing myself.
Making sure you've got all the models. I couldn't see all of them.
That's the next thing, isn't it? Making sure we've got all the parts.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the other one.
There's the other one. Yeah, couldn't see it.
So, we also have some bits that are flying about all over the place. I thought it was a bit of fluff, but it's not. It's actually part of the model.
Have they fallen off there?
Yeah, so the second sprue is this sprue. So we have 5 parts on this, 2 seem to have fallen off. So that looks like all the parts are there, to be fair.
So we should have 5 event cards. I'll just check the...
And these are even more detailed than the plastic ones. The hard plastic ones. And the hard plastic ones are really nice, actually. They were as good as, if not better than Zombicide models.
Yes.
I would say. These seem to be really nice.
You've got 5 cards there.
I'm sort of really looking at these to sort of...
Let's have a look, see.
There are a few bits that need to be flaked off. There's a little bit there that needs to cut off.
Very well defined.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Very well defined.
I don't see any mould line, bad line-ups. Don't see any bubbles. Especially for non-heroic scale, because they're actually like real scale. That's quite impressive. So we have obviously the bases there as well. However, I believe we'll put all these on clear bases eventually.
Yes.
So I might not base them completely. Might just bleed tack them on. Or we'll stick the models together. So these are resin. I'm not sure what kind of resin. It feels nice. It doesn't feel greasy. It doesn't feel powdery. I wonder if these have been 3D printed actually.
Possible.
So what we're going to do, we're going to cut all these little bits off using the clippers or nippers, and what variety you prefer. These ones, the iPhone ones, we cut them off using that. Like we do with all resin, I'm going to wash them. There might not be any sealant on these at all, they look really clean. I don't want to take any chances. I've done that before, when it looked clean, sprayed them, and then all the sprays, the undercoat's fallen off part.
Yeah, that happened to your Titan.
Oh, the time was even worse. That was leaked. Leaked for years.
Yes, it did. It did leak
Literally
for years.
3 paint jobs.
Yeah.
And I had to seal it in the end and wash it several times. That leaked. Thank you, Ford, for years. Nevertheless, though, that is a much better paint job than the first paint job anyway. So it's not the end of the world, and it's not leaked again. So there we go. So let's get these cleaned up. Let's get them washed. Let's get them dried, and let's come back and stick them together. Okay, so we've cleaned these up, and we're going to glue them together. I'm using super glue for this. So first off, we're going to put together nab 13. So we have the arm, there's a little cube bit on there. If you did cut that off, it doesn't really matter as long as you line it up. I'm going to stick that on there. And then we have another arm stick on. So we'll stick that on there. Then it sticks to you instead. That's been my luck. Could be worse. It could be a Trade Federation droid. I think that looks about right. See if there is a picture of him. Be nice if there was. Yeah, it just has him in a sort of walking stance. In the picture, the arm's actually a bit further back. And the arm's a bit further forward. That's it, he's just being nonchalant, nab 13. He's just going about his business, whatever his business is. So, in the set, that is his card. Claire's kindly taken these off. So this side we have the worker side, and this side we have the civilian side. So these guys can join your crew for a mission, but not permanently. It comes with this class card, which you could use on a trader if you wanted to. We've got management and operations. Kind of looks like an operations type. Maybe one day it'll be management. That's what he hopes. He hopes and dreams. So next up we'll do this guy, which is Sakamoto. I'm probably saying that completely wrong, and I apologise. I'm afraid I don't know. sure if someone's going to butcher my name in the future, so we'll stick the head on there. Again, there is a little slot for it to go into, however, you do have a little bit of pliers to work the exact position that he's in. And then we'll put on the arm with the pad. Goes on there. And there we go. Engineer is his potential, or he could be a scientist, could be either, according to this, or he could be the management, or he could be the operations. Yeah, it's up to you which class they are, I think, unless the mission says otherwise. So that's another worker. We'll turn it over, and we have civilian side on there. So let's do the other civilians first. This one's easy. She's stuck together. Yay! I'm not going to put these on the bases because I tried to put some blue tack on the bases and the blue tack would not stick to the base. So what I'll do, I'll probably tack them onto some wooden MDF type bases to paint, and then they'll go on some clear bases when they come. And so all the other models, that will mean cutting the other ones off the bases. Thankfully, I kind of like the fact that these don't come on bases. There she is. She is Roslyn. Ros apostrophe Lynn. Because you know, if you want to make a fancy name, you just put an apostrophe in the middle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It works with any name, you just put an apostrophe somewhere in the middle of it, or near the end, or after one of the letters, and it suddenly becomes an alien name. Or an elven name. It works with elves as well. So you got engineer and you got scientist there. And there's the civilian side. So next up we have, I think it's Mona. A little bit of glue. Tiniest amount of super glue imaginable for a tiny, tiny little part, which is her arm. And what we want to do is find a picture of it, that'd be better. That glue's got time. In fact, giving a bit of air helps a sec quicker. Don't have a lot of time. I'll have to do something about it then. So she is sort of holding her arm like that by the looks of it. Sort of nonchalantly. So it looks like she's looking at her nails really. She's got like a nano pad in her hand or something really small. That's Mona. So you see her, she's actually looking at her wrist on the picture. So she's got like a Fitbit or something, I don't know. Whatever the future version of a Fitbit is. Got a management side there and an operations side there. I pegged her as management, but you never know. She could be operations, or a scientist, or an engineer. Any of them. It's entirely up to you. Or the mission. So there is the civilian. The reason I pegged her for management was that the kind of the speak it's got on it, because like, you honour me with your presence. It sounds like the kind of nonsense management would say. But they don't really mean. Not that all management is like that.
That's made me laugh.
So next up we have Molly. Let's put Molly together. So Molly's actually a scavenger. She's not a worker like the others. So she has her two arms. Just flick that at myself. Put that on there. She's in a very sort of motion on the model. I kind of like this model a lot. A lot of motion. In the way that she's running. So there we go. There is Molly. Very nice models. That's a really cool model. And then here is her, that's a scavenger, sorry, board, because she's a scavenger type. So she's used as a scavenger. That's the side you would use. And unlike, she's not a civilian, she can actually join your crew. I suppose you could persuade her. And that's her stat card there. Some extra movement. And some movement there. This also comes with the scavenger board, which that's for the scavengers so they can put items in. And that is a scavenger class, so you can have them as a scavenger. It'll be interesting actually, to have a scavenger on your crew. And lastly, we have this guy. Let's get his arm on there. So we've got this arm here, which is, come on, get on there. Come on, Gully, not too much though. This one you have to line up really well. Because he's actually got a little bit of rope in his hand. Like so. And then we have the grapple end here. Should fit into his hand if we get it on right. Like so. So that is Plip Salazar. I'm sure that's how you pronounce his name.
Not Paul.
Oh, is that how you pronounce it?
Plip.
See, I told you one day someone would butcher my name, didn't I? Oh, why is he called Paul? It's kind of cool. At least it's a name that's still going to exist in the future. It's that common. So there's his board.
Aww.
Sorry to anyone else called Paul out there, but you know, I know a lot of Pauls, myself included. So I don't really know myself. There's his scavenger board. I'm still going on. Shut up. That's the other side of that. And there is the scavenger side without the crew bit on. So that's the crew bit. Sorry, that's the scavenger side. Looks really happy. It's kind of like me in the morning. So
I'm saying nothing, mate.
Where am I? It's very sensible.
I'm staying completely silent.
So I look forward to painting some of these guys. Went together easy enough. All the parts are fine. When I was cutting them off, two things we were aware of Paul's feet. You know, his poor feet. Just be careful when you're using the nippers and that. Probably best to use a knife on them. And her feet as well, Rosalind, her feet. There's also, it's the only real bit of like mould problem just at the top of her leg there. So we'll file that down. It's not a big one, it's a tiny one, tiny little problem. I've seen far worse on resin models, lots of different resin models. These are actually very nice resin models. Some of the best I've actually seen. I will say that. Not just because I like core space, just because we've done a lot on my channel. Some of them are not very good. And a lot more expensive.
Very much so.
Right, so let's have a look at the cards. Let me get this. I know some I didn't know about because I'm new to core space. So these are the cards that come with it. We have the Avenues of Escape, and that is a scavenger card, I believe, with the scavenger symbol at the bottom. From Under Your Nose. We also have Big Score. This is the one with the hand on. Which one was that assistance card?
What does it look like?
It's just a hand. I think it was an assist card. Yeah, we haven't used any of the extra rules. We're still going through the original campaign.
Yeah.
And really enjoying it. So that's an assist card, I believe. And this one will be the worker card. You had one job. One job.
Well, we're supposed to blow bloody doors off.
That would be a good card as well. Remove a wall section from the game.
Yeah.
That'd be great. Just come up with the rules there for you, know? You only get to say it and everything. So it also comes with a bunch of tokens. We have some armor tokens.
Yeah.
Which are not very good. We have.
Yeah, they're not particularly great.
Maybe they are. Maybe we just haven't realised the potential.
Maybe we haven't.
We have some ammo cards, ship parts,
flash
flash
bombs.
grenades. The scavengers start with these. We have
like a glaive kind of
glaive.
thing. Yeah.
Is it a tomfo? I can't remember what they're called.
Called.
We have these cool weapons of these new effects like fire. That's a pistol, 3-2 pistol, no long range, but it's fire. I'm going to say it again, fire with a 3-2 burst gun. That's nice. Oh.
And then you've got some weird.
And then we've got some different sized ones.
Yeah.
So we have these medium sized ones, which of course if you've played the game you'll know that space is a premium because you can only carry what you've got on your board. So, back since you don't have anything. So obviously if you've got your nice gun there, yeah, that's cool. And maybe you've got yourself some ammunition for it, woohoo. And then you pick up some ship parts, great. And then I can repair the ship in the game. And then I pick up a grenade and go, oh no, I don't know where to store this. Oh heck. So that's how storage works in the game if you haven't played it already. It's wherever you can fit on here. So the fact you have a physically smaller gun means obviously you've got more room. And then you also have these little nano items. So you've got a nano stim pack. I mean that's 2 items taking up the space of one large gun though. That's great. However, unlike a normal stim pack which costs you nothing for a 2-point heal, this one costs you 2 credits. So it comes at a cost. However, this one I like. This is a sniper. And that actually adds that onto your gun. So now you can snipe. And that particular combination would be pretty nasty because you could snipe into close combat, like it's short range, rolling 3 dice, and not have to randomise your hits.
Yeah.
Nice.
You've got all sorts of.
Yeah, there's all sorts of little tokens.
Little bitty
What's that?
tokens.
Is that a grenade?
I think so. Yeah, I assume.
Some sort of grenade.
Some sort of grenade.
No problem with them being printed small. Some of them don't have any names on them, but you have to look them in the book.
Although there's these little throwing knives here. I don't know.
It's extremely small complaint considering how much space is a premium in this game.
The good thing with those knives are it's got like a
No
little.
pun intended. Poison.
Poison.
It's got the poison token. That's what the poison tokens
So
are
you've
for.
got. Here we go. You've got.
So you've got these little fire tokens. We also have these little poison tokens. Yay.
Yeah.
It's just like, I got this just so we'd have some extra civilians because the game keeps saying add civilian if you've got a civilian. So I just thought, and I did hear there were scavengers in it. These are actual deploy points for scavengers, if you will. Access points where they can move around between them. Apparently traders can use them, but you can get lost. So in the book, which tells you all these things that I've just been on about, let me do a manual zoom out again. Zoom. And you can see the other things Claire's been putting down over there. I don't know what the green ones are.
I'm not sure if there's some sort of...
Objectives are green, aren't they? So in the book we have Paul Salazar. I wasn't making it up, that is his name, age 20. And he's a warmer. On the back actually you've got Tao Roslin. But none of the other characters in here. That's the one disappointment I have with this set. One disappointment I have with this set is that I don't know who the others are. Especially Molly, since she's a scavenger. I'd like to know a little bit more because there's a little bit. I think maybe it's in the book. Is it Dangerous Days? Hoping it is. There's one thing we're probably going to get next month. So in here we have rules for workers. We have 3 new missions, which is cool. I'm putting them in. And we have the vocational skills, which are the new skills they've got, like hack and grab, slippery, or scientific mind. It's all very cool. And then the rules for the nano equipment, and rules for poison and fire and all the other stuff that's in there. There is also some of the rules for doors, etc., because it goes on about hacking. So if you don't have the deluxe rulebook, you can still buy this and use this. Because it gives you the other rules in there as well. And then equipment notes on the back, like the stim vest. You read that and you tell me if it's any good. Okay, so there we go. So that is our latest toy from Core Space. We will be getting some more. Stay tuned for some more Core Space. If you want to see us play any games, just put in the comments. And we've also got some of the models painted as well.
Yes.
Do you want to show those off now? Yeah. No?
No, I wouldn't.
We're going to save that.
We're going to save that.
Save that.
As a surprise.
We'll preview one. Captain T-Lac. He's a hero. He's going to take pollution down to probably quite high. He don't really cares about pollution. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. And we'll see you again soon.
See you soon.
Bye for now.
Bye.